We're here live on Piranha Vision, the practice edition, presented to you by In the Net, the official practice facility of the Central Penn Piranha. Talking with Ron Kerr, head coach of the recently victorious Central Penn Piranha. Big win this past week over a very formidable opponent, the Chambersburg Cardinals, by a score of 24-17. How did it feel to come out on top in that big game?
Well, any game like that, you battle 4 quarters, you put everything on the line. Coming away with a win like that is just, it's like taking 1,000 pounds off your back. It's a shame that someone had to lose that game. In my opinion, it was the game of the, I haven't played in a game like that or coached in a game like that in years. It was that good. So coming out on top is always good, especially against Chambersburg.
Yep, it was a very good game by the Piranha and Chambersburg, and it was a roller coaster of emotions in that game. The Piranha jumped out to a big lead on the first couple plays of the game, and then Chambersburg held strong the rest of the game, and there were a few big plays here and there. For the players on the Piranha roster that haven't played in a game of that magnitude, were you pleased with their performances?
Yeah, I thought, when we were up 14-0, and then they inched back 17-14, we didn't panic. That showed a lot for guys that just haven't been on this team long enough to know that, I don't know what all their backgrounds are, where they came from, how they dealt with stress. But I felt, and the coaching staff felt, that we stayed in even keel. We just kept pounding away. We did not panic whenever they went up a little bit on us. We just kept doing our thing, and with the luck of the bounce, we came out on top.
And I know you always love the ground game. The Piranha ground game did very well in this game. They were very effective. I take it you were pleased with that?
I was very pleased. We missed some assignments on the offensive line and in the running back's position, but in my opinion, I thought that defensive line was pretty darn good. I think it was better than the 2010 defensive line. So I think our offensive line played pretty well against a much better defensive line than we've seen in a long time. So, you got to clean. It's still early in the season. It was early for them. That was their first game. We got to clean up a little bit of mistakes, and I like our chances this year. I think we're going to be all right.
Okay, fast forward to this week. You're revisiting the Lancaster Lightning. Haven't played them in a few years. You had them on your schedule a couple times a year for many years. Mm-hmm. Talk about playing Lightning again up in Lancaster.
Well, Lancaster Lightning, their head coach is an old Piranha, so I know that they're gonna be coached well. I know they've never quit. They always, regardless of what the score was, there's some times where we got up pretty big on them, and they kept bringing it. They know that's one thing I'll give them. They have a lot of character, and they don't fold or back down from anybody. In my experience with them, so I expect a battle this week.
Okay, and is there anything that you use to maybe motivate your team coming off of a big game heading into the next week?
I stress every week, regardless of who we play. Every week's a playoff game in this league, so we don't take any weeks off. That's our motto. No weeks off, and we just keep going. Chambersburg was next up on the radar, and we did what we had to do. We squeaked through with a win. Anyway, a win's a win. I'll take it, but Lancaster's up next, so we take them just as serious. Okay, you must be doing something right as a head coach, because I believe you've never lost a regular season game as a head coach. Is that correct? Do you agree with that? Up until this point, I've never lost a regular season game. But that's nice. That's a great thing to say. But I wish I could say I never lost a championship game, or every game I played I never lost. So it's all in the players. I have a great group of young men. I have a even greater group of players. I'm just a small piece of the big puzzle. Well, we're glad you're part of the puzzle. So good luck this week against Lancaster. Thanks.